What if the biggest mistake women make in love is not choosing the wrong man, but trying too hard to be loved? The truth is, deep emotional connection cannot be chased, negotiated, or forced. It is awakened. A man doesn't fall deeply in love because of perfect words, flawless beauty, or endless effort. He falls because something within you makes him feel emotions he cannot explain. In this video, you'll discover the subtle qualities that inspire lasting attraction, awaken genuine emotional commitment, and reveal why the women who are impossible to forget are rarely the ones who chase. Stay until the end, because one simple shift in the way you show up could completely transform the way a man experiences you. Imagine this for a moment. Right now, somewhere, there may be a man who cannot stop thinking about you. Your name appears in his mind. Your memories return when he least expects it. Even when he tries to distract himself, something about you keeps pulling his attention back. The interesting thing is, he may never openly admit it, because feelings are not always revealed through words. Sometimes they appear in the smallest details. The way he looks at you, the way his mood changes around you, the little things he does without even realizing it. Many women are taught to search for love through big promises, romantic speeches, and perfect words. But true feelings are often hidden in quiet moments. A man's actions can reveal emotions that he struggles to explain. This is where many people become confused. They listen to what is being said, but they forget to notice what is being shown. Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists in history, believed that the unconscious mind plays a powerful role in human behavior. He suggested that people often reveal their deepest emotions through patterns, instincts, and behaviors they are not fully aware of. When a man develops a deep emotional connection with a woman, something inside him begins to shift. He may become more attentive, more present, more protective, not because he is trying to perform a role, but because his feelings naturally influence the way he behaves. The problem is that many women misunderstand these signs. They may overlook genuine care because they are waiting for dramatic declarations. They may mistake quiet love for a lack of interest. Have you ever felt that something was different about the way someone treated you? Maybe his words were simple, but his actions felt meaningful. Maybe he did not say everything you wanted to hear, but something inside you sensed a deeper connection. That feeling comes from paying attention to the things that are not always spoken. Love is not only found in conversations, it is found in consistency. It is found in effort. It is found in the way someone chooses to show up. There is a big difference between attraction and emotional attachment. A man who is only interested in the moment may disappear when things become difficult. But a man who truly cares often becomes more present during challenges. He wants to understand you. He wants to be part of your world. He begins thinking about your happiness, your feelings, and your place in his life. This is the hidden language of emotional connection. It is not about manipulation or trying to control someone's feelings. It is about understanding human behavior and noticing the quiet signs that often go unnoticed. Many men are taught from a young age to hide vulnerability. They are told to be strong, stay quiet, and avoid showing too much emotion. Because of this, some men struggle to express what they feel with words, but emotions often find another way out, through actions, through attention, through small gestures. The way he remembers something you said, the way he makes time for you, the way he notices when something is wrong. These moments can reveal more than 1,000 words. When someone is emotionally invested, their priorities begin to change naturally. They make space for you, they think about you, they want to feel connected to you. A deep connection is not only about physical attraction, it is about feeling safe with someone. It is about wanting to know their thoughts, their dreams, and their heart. When a man truly values a woman, he does not only want her presence, he wants to understand her. He wants to protect the bond they share. He wants to feel close to her in a way that goes beyond the surface. The human mind is complicated. People often hide what they feel, but their behavior can reveal the truth. So instead of only searching for the perfect words, pay attention to the patterns, pay attention to the effort, pay attention to the energy someone brings into your life. Because sometimes the strongest feelings are not announced loudly. Sometimes they are shown quietly, in moments most people ignore. And when you learn how to recognize those moments, you begin to see love from a completely different perspective. Because true emotional connection is not built through grand gestures alone. It is created through the small moments that happen every day. The message he sends just to check on you. The way he remembers the details you thought he forgot. The way he notices your emotions, even when you say nothing. These simple actions often reveal a deeper level of care. A man who is genuinely connected does not only appear when everything is easy. He shows his presence when life becomes complicated. He wants to support you, understand you, and create a feeling of safety between you. His attention is not temporary. His effort does not disappear when the excitement fades. One of the strongest signs of emotional attachment is when a man begins including you in his world. He shares his thoughts with you. He talks about his dreams, his struggles, and the parts of himself he usually keeps hidden. For many men, opening up emotionally is not something they do with everyone. When they allow someone to see their inner world, it often means that person has become important. Another quiet sign is the way he pays attention to your happiness. He starts noticing what makes you smile and what hurts you. He becomes aware of your needs without you constantly asking. This does not mean he is perfect, but it shows that your feelings have started to matter to him. Real love is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like patience. Sometimes it looks like understanding. Sometimes it looks like a person choosing you again and again through their actions. The deepest connections are created when two people feel accepted for who they truly are. When a man feels emotionally safe with a woman, he does not feel the need to hide every part of himself. He begins to relax. He begins to trust. He begins to show the parts of himself that the world rarely sees. This is why actions often speak louder than words. Words can be carefully chosen. Promises can be easily made. But consistent behavior reveals what someone truly values. So do not only listen to what someone says when everything is perfect. Watch how they treat you when there is no reward. Watch how they show up when things are difficult. Watch whether their actions create peace or confusion. Because the right connection does not leave you constantly guessing. It brings a sense of calm. It feels natural. It feels like two people choosing each other, not because they have to, but because they genuinely want to. Sometimes love is hidden in the smallest details. A look that lasts a little longer. A hand reaching for yours. A moment where someone chooses to stay instead of walking away. And when you learn to recognize these quiet signs, you stop searching for love only in words. You begin seeing it in the way someone treats your heart. There is something powerful about a person who chooses you even when they do not have to. Love becomes meaningful when it is not based only on excitement, but on intention. A man who truly cares does not only want the beautiful moments, he wants to be there through the ordinary ones too. The quiet evenings, the difficult conversations, the moments when life feels uncertain. You can often recognize genuine feelings by the way someone treats your emotions. A man who values you does not ignore your feelings or make you feel like you are asking for too much. He tries to understand your perspective. He listens, even when the conversation is uncomfortable, because your emotions are not a burden to him. They are a part of who you are. Another hidden sign of deep connection is the desire to create stability. A man who is emotionally invested does not only chase temporary excitement. He starts thinking about building something meaningful. His actions become more intentional. He becomes someone you can rely on instead of someone who only appears when it is convenient. When a person truly cares, they naturally become curious about your inner world. They want to know what makes you happy. They want to understand your fears. They want to learn the stories that shaped you into the person you are today. This curiosity is not just interest, it is emotional involvement. Sometimes love appears in moments that seem ordinary. It is in the way he looks at you when you are not paying attention. It is in the way he remembers small details. It is in the way he tries to make your day a little easier without expecting anything in return. A deep connection is not created by perfection. It is created by two people who are willing to be honest, patient, and present with each other. The strongest relationships are not the ones without challenges. They are the ones where both people choose understanding instead of distance. A man who truly loves you will not only want to be admired by you, he will want to know you, the real you, the person behind the smile, the person behind the confidence, the person with dreams, fears, and emotions. And perhaps the biggest sign of all is peace. Real love does not constantly make you feel anxious or uncertain. It does not make you feel like you have to prove your worth. The right person creates a space where you can be yourself without fear. Because love is not only about being desired, it is about being respected. It is about being valued. It is about feeling that someone sees you completely and still chooses to stay. The deepest feelings are often the quietest ones. They are not always announced with dramatic words or perfect promises. They are shown through consistency, effort, and the simple choice to keep showing up. And when someone truly holds a place for you in their heart, you will feel it not only through what they say, but through the way they make you feel when you are with them. Once you understand what creates deep emotional attraction, the next question becomes obvious. How can a woman naturally encourage that kind of connection? The answer is not about pretending to be someone else. It begins with embracing her genuine feminine nature. When she feels comfortable in her own energy, she often awakens something powerful within a man. His emotional walls begin to soften. His desire for closeness grows. The bond develops naturally instead of being forced. True feminine energy is often misunderstood. It is not about being weak, quiet, or dependent. It is the quiet strength of emotional awareness. It is calm, intuitive, creative, and deeply present. While masculine energy often moves through logic, action, and direction, feminine energy offers warmth, emotional depth, and connection. Together, these qualities create balance. They make it easier for a man to feel emotionally safe and genuinely understood. One of the most attractive qualities is presence. A woman who is fully engaged in the moment does not need to chase attention. She does not pressure someone into loving her. Instead, she creates a peaceful space where connection can grow on its own. Her calm confidence becomes magnetic. Her softness carries strength. That emotional stability quietly tells a man that he can relax and let his guard down. Being emotionally honest also strengthens intimacy. When a woman shares her hopes, fears, and imperfections without pretending to be perfect, she gives a man permission to do the same. Trust begins to grow. Emotional walls slowly disappear. A man is far more likely to open his heart when he knows he will not be criticized or rejected for showing his vulnerable side. Deep connection also comes from emotional awareness. A woman who understands both her own feelings and his creates a relationship built on empathy rather than assumptions. Feeling seen and accepted satisfies one of the deepest emotional needs a person can have. That sense of understanding naturally strengthens attachment and closeness. Giving each other space is just as important. Real love cannot be rushed. When a man has room to breathe, think, and simply be himself, his emotions have the chance to develop without pressure. Space removes resistance. It allows affection to grow in a healthy and lasting way. Feminine energy can be strengthened through simple daily habits. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present. Creative activities encourage emotional expression. Being honest about your feelings builds authenticity. Open body language welcomes connection. Trusting your intuition develops inner confidence. Patience allows relationships to unfold at their own natural pace instead of forcing an outcome. Carl Jung also believed that everyone carries hidden parts of themselves. Many men learn to suppress their emotions. Many women hide parts of their strength or independence. As both partners become more comfortable embracing every part of who they are, emotional balance begins to emerge. This creates a healthier relationship where both people feel accepted, supported, and free to grow together. When both masculine and feminine qualities are embraced instead of hidden, relationships begin to change in meaningful ways. Connection becomes more genuine. Growth happens naturally. Instead of relying on tricks, perfect appearances, or carefully planned words, the focus shifts toward authenticity. Real emotional connection always leaves a stronger impression than any strategy ever could. Everything changes when a woman understands the quiet signals behind a man's emotions while remaining deeply connected to her own feminine nature. She no longer feels the need to chase love or force affection. Her energy invites closeness instead of demanding it. Love becomes something that grows through trust, presence, and emotional honesty rather than uncertainty or performance. At that point, relationships stop feeling like fantasies that exist only in the imagination. They become real. They become steady. Two people begin to meet each other with openness instead of fear. Attraction grows into emotional security. Passion is supported by trust. The connection may not always be perfect, but it becomes authentic enough to last through life's challenges. When a man's emotional nature meets a woman's authentic feminine presence, a unique kind of chemistry develops. It is deeper than physical attraction alone. It creates a partnership where both people feel valued, understood, and emotionally safe. That is the foundation of a lasting relationship. Learning how masculine and feminine energies interact also makes it easier to recognize genuine emotional commitment. A man who is truly invested reveals it through behaviors that are difficult to fake. These actions happen naturally because they come from his deeper emotional world rather than conscious effort. Recognizing these patterns can save years of confusion, false hope, and mixed signals. Instead of relying only on promises or romantic words, you begin to notice the quiet behaviors that reveal what he truly feels. Those silent actions often speak more honestly than anything he could ever say. Keeping a little mystery alive also matters. Comfort helps a relationship feel secure, but curiosity keeps attraction alive. You do not have to reveal every thought or make yourself constantly available. Continue growing as a person. Explore your own interests. Keep discovering new parts of yourself. When you continue evolving, you give him new reasons to stay interested. The way you express your needs also shapes the relationship. Harsh words and constant pressure often push people away. A calm and loving approach creates a very different response. Instead of focusing on what he is doing wrong, speak about what makes you feel happy and connected. Rather than saying, "You never make time for me," you could simply say, "I really love the time we spend together. It makes me feel close to you." That small change turns criticism into an invitation for deeper connection. Lasting love also begins with self-worth. The strongest relationships grow when you already feel emotionally complete within yourself. Confidence, inner peace, and emotional balance naturally attract commitment. A man feels more comfortable investing in the relationship when he sees that your happiness does not depend entirely on him. You are sharing your life with him, not asking him to complete it. At the same time, know when it is time to let go. Not every person is ready for emotional closeness, and that is not your responsibility to fix. Your role is to invite connection, not force someone to change. If he repeatedly chooses distance, disrespect, or emotional unavailability, despite your honest efforts, walking away becomes an act of self-respect rather than defeat. Choosing yourself is never a sign of weakness. It is a reflection of healthy boundaries and genuine confidence. Ironically, this quiet strength often makes people recognize your value because it shows that you respect yourself enough to leave what no longer serves you. When you understand these principles, you stop relying on luck in love. You make wiser choices. You build healthier relationships. And you create space for the kind of connection that is based on trust, mutual effort, and lasting emotional intimacy. Real love is never built on chasing, convincing, or trying to become someone you are not. It grows when two people feel safe enough to be their authentic selves. A woman's greatest strength is not found in playing games or seeking validation. It is found in her presence, her confidence, her emotional honesty, and the quiet certainty that she already has value. When she embraces those qualities, she naturally inspires deeper trust, intimacy, and connection. At the same time, true love requires discernment. Not every relationship is meant to last, and not every person is ready to meet you where you are. The greatest act of self-love is knowing the difference. Honor your boundaries, protect your peace. Choose the relationships where respect, consistency, and emotional openness flow both ways. When you stop chasing what is uncertain, you create space for the love that is genuine, reciprocal, and enduring. In the end, the strongest relationships are not built through perfection. They are built through authenticity, mutual growth, and two hearts choosing each other every single day. One of the clearest signs that a man is deeply in love is the way he begins to include you in his future without making dramatic announcements. He naturally talks about upcoming holidays, future plans, or experiences he wants to share with you. He may casually say, "We should go there someday," or mention an event months away as though your presence is already part of it. These small moments reveal something powerful. His mind has quietly shifted from thinking only about himself to imagining a future that includes you. You will also notice that your happiness begins to matter to him in ways that cannot be forced. He remembers the little things that make you smile. He notices when you have had a difficult day. He looks for opportunities to make life easier, even through simple gestures that may seem ordinary to others. Love often expresses itself through consistency rather than grand performances. The quiet effort to brighten your day speaks louder than expensive gifts or dramatic declarations. A man who truly loves you also becomes emotionally protective. This does not mean controlling your life or making your decisions for you. It means he genuinely wants you to feel safe, respected, and cared for. He pays attention to your comfort. He checks whether you arrived home safely. He notices when something is bothering you, even before you say a word. His instinct is not to control you, but to create an environment where you can relax and be yourself. Another silent sign appears in the way he listens. Most people hear words. A man in love listens for meaning. He remembers conversations you had weeks ago. He notices changes in your tone. He recognizes when your smile hides stress or disappointment. Instead of waiting for his turn to speak, he becomes curious about your inner world, because understanding you becomes more important than simply being heard. Love also changes how a man handles conflict. Every relationship experiences misunderstandings, but a man who is emotionally invested does not see every disagreement as a battle to win. He looks for solutions instead of victories. Even when emotions run high, his deeper desire is to restore closeness rather than create distance. His willingness to repair the relationship often reveals more love than moments when everything feels easy. Trust is another silent language of love. A man who truly values you gradually lowers the emotional walls he once used to protect himself. He begins sharing fears, insecurities, dreams, and experiences that few people know about. This vulnerability is rarely comfortable for him, yet he offers it because he feels emotionally safe in your presence. His openness becomes a quiet invitation into parts of himself he does not reveal to everyone. His respect for your individuality also becomes more visible. Instead of feeling threatened by your independence, he quietly admires it. He encourages your goals, celebrates your achievements, and supports your personal growth. Genuine love never asks you to become smaller so someone else can feel bigger. Instead, it creates space for both people to become the fullest version of themselves. One of the strongest signs of love is consistency. Anyone can appear affectionate during exciting moments. Real commitment reveals itself in ordinary days. He continues showing up when life becomes stressful, when routines replace excitement, and when circumstances are less than perfect. His presence becomes dependable because love is no longer driven only by emotion. It has become a choice he continues making every day. You may also notice that he naturally seeks your opinion before making important decisions. Whether it involves work, family, finances, or personal goals, your perspective begins to carry genuine weight. He is not asking for permission. He is showing that your thoughts have become part of the way he sees the world. When someone values your voice, they reveal how deeply they value your place in their life. Perhaps the quietest sign of all is the peace you feel around him. Real love rarely creates constant confusion, anxiety, or emotional guessing games. Instead, it brings a growing sense of security. You no longer feel the need to decode every text message or question, every interaction. His actions consistently match his intentions, allowing trust to replace uncertainty. That emotional safety is one of the deepest expressions of genuine love. In the end, love is rarely hidden inside perfect words. It is revealed through everyday choices, repeated over time. It lives in consistency, patience, kindness, respect, and quiet devotion. A man who truly loves you may never say everything he feels, but his behavior gently reveals what his heart has already decided. When you learn to recognize those silent expressions of love, you stop chasing empty promises and begin valuing the actions that quietly speak the loudest. The deepest love is not always the most dramatic. More often, it is the one that remains steady, faithful, and present long after the excitement fades. That is the kind of love that lasts. A man does not reveal the depth of his love only through the words he speaks. He reveals it through the life he quietly builds around you. It is found in the way he protects your peace, remembers the smallest details, stands beside you during difficult moments, and chooses you again and again without needing to be asked. These quiet acts may never become grand romantic stories, but they are often the truest evidence of a heart that is fully committed. The greatest mistake is believing that love must always be loud to be real. More often, genuine love is calm, consistent, and deeply reassuring. It replaces confusion with clarity, uncertainty with trust, and fear with emotional safety. When someone truly loves you, you do not have to constantly wonder where you stand. Their actions answer the questions their words never need to. Most importantly, never lose yourself while searching for love. The right relationship will never require you to chase, convince, or become someone you are not. Continue honoring your values, protecting your peace, and growing into the person you were meant to be. When you know your own worth, you naturally recognize the difference between temporary attention and lasting devotion. Real love is not measured by perfect words or dramatic gestures. It is measured by consistency, respect, emotional presence, and two people choosing each other every single day. And when a man truly loves you, the loudest declaration will never come from his voice. It will come from the quiet way he shows up, stays, and makes you feel cherished, without saying a single word.